So today I'll walk you through how we can use the task priority tracker sheet. So with the help of this particular task priority tracker, you can just try to list down all your tasks and then track with either Eisenhower matrix, or you also have the Gantt chart, then you have the Kanban board, and you also get the calendar view completely. So I'll show you from scratch how you can actually try to use this particular task priority tracker. So first, let's try to go to the setup sheet. So here you can see we have the task listed over here completely, and then we have the categories. So here what you can do is you can just try to go and list down all your tasks. So whatever task you have, you can just try to go and list down all your tasks over here, and then whatever categories that task is going to belong to. So some different categories can be right. So you can just try to go and list down those categories over here. Now let me just try to go and add a new task. So let me say create website. So this is going to be the task, let's say, and here we can give the categories. So let me give the category is going to be like web development. So this is going to be the category. Okay, so like this we can just try to, what I've done is I've just tried to add a new task and a new category I have added. So now we'll go to the next sheet, that is going to be our Eisenhower matrix. So here we have the complete Eisenhower matrix sheet. So you can see what is today's date over here. Then task due today. So how many tasks are actually due today? We are able to get that over here. Then you can see overall what is the task progress, 36% is the task progress. Then by status we can see how many tasks have been completed, how many are in progress, how many are in hold, and how many we have not even started yet. So we have the complete graph over here. Then we have the priority breakdown. So here we have priority wise whether do now, schedule, delegate, and delete. Okay, so these are going to be the 4 important priorities we are going to have, which the Eisenhower matrix offers us. So below this one we also have the complete details for do now, schedule, delegate, and for delete. So first I'll show you what we have in the task tracker. So here I have the task, and then I have what category the task belongs to. So that's the next column. Then we have whether it's important. So here we just have a check box. Here we just have a checkbox. We can just try to tick it. If it is going to be important, if it is going to be urgent also, you can just try to tick it. If it is not important or not urgent, you can just try to uncheck this checkbox over here. Then we have the start date over here. Then we have the due date. So which is going to be the start date for this particular task, and when we need to complete this particular task. Then here it will automatically calculate and give you how many days are left. So since this should be completed before itself, right? So that's why I'm getting -20. That means it should have been completed on 8th October. But today is 28th October. So that's why I'm getting -20 days. Already 20 days have been passed. So here you can see -19. That means 19 days has been passed. So like this, it will automatically calculate how many days are left, and we'll get that over here. The next column is going to be the status column. So here you can see we have a drop down, whether it's going to be empty, no status, then completed, in progress, on hold, and not started. So these 4 are going to be the different status which we are going to have for this particular task tracker. So now you can see multiple tasks have been listed. So I'll just try to go and list down a new task over here. So I'll go down here. Automatically we have a drop down. I'll just try to go and choose the task. So here you can see I've created a new task on the setup sheet, right? So that's create website. So that particular task is over here. So I'll just try to say create website over here. And then what is going to be the category? Let's say web development is going to be the category. So I'll just say web development over here. Let me consider this is going to be urgent, that it's going to be an important task, but not an urgent task. Okay, so that's why I'm not trying to check in this box. Then let's try to give the date. Okay, the start date. So let's say the start date is going to be 23rd, and the end date is going to be, let's say, November 3rd. Okay, so this is going to be the end date. So now you can see it is automatically said how many days are actually left. So only 6 days are left. We'll be easily able to see it. Now here you can come, and then here I can say whether it's going to be the status we can have, whether it's going to be completed, in progress, on hold, or not started. So let me say in progress over here. So this is how we can just try to go and list down a task over here. So now we'll come to the next part. That's the Eisenhower matrix part. Okay, so here you can see 4 different categories. One is do now, then schedule, then delegate, and delete. Okay, so these are going to be 4 different categories we have. So here you can see what all tasks are going to be do now. You can see totally 40 tasks are there, 15 have been completed, and 25 are pending. And here it also shows how much percentage of the do now task. So whatever task is below do now, so that how much percentage has been completed, we'll be able to see it over here. So here you can see what is the task, what is the category, and how many days are left. Okay, so if it is completed, we'll get the tick mark over here. Okay, so here you can see we have all these tasks over here which are like under the do now. So now we'll come to the schedule. Okay, so if you come to schedule, you can see like 46 tasks are there. In total, like 22 have been completed and 24 are pending. So that's somewhere 48% is the progress percentage. So here you can see all the tasks, and here you can see also the task whatever we have created now. That's the create website, web development, and 6 days are left. So that is also given over here. So it is under schedule. Okay. So because we have given it as like important, right? So see, you can see we have given it as important. So that is why it's under the schedule. So if I just try to go and give this as urgent also, okay, so I will consider this is going to be an urgent task. Then if I come, see here, it will be automatically categorized below do now. Okay, because it's an urgent task, like we need to complete it. So that's how the Eisenhower matrix will actually try to categorize all a task into 4 different categories like this. That's do now, schedule, delegate, and delete. So here you can see we have the task over here. So if I go and say I have completed this particular task, okay, let's say that if I say completed, see here automatically it will be completely striked off like this. Okay, so if you go and say in progress, so again it will be back. Okay, so you can just try to, when you say completed, automatically it will be striked out. So that's how this particular task tracker will work. Similarly, we have for do now, we have a schedule, then for delegate, and for delete we have. So these are the 4 different categories which Eisenhower matrix offers us. So I hope you got a brief idea on how to use this particular sheet. So next, let's try to go for the Gantt chart. So here in this sheet, you can see first we have what is going to be the start date and what is going to be the end date. Okay, so you have that here. Then you can see complete, that's the week 1, week 2, 3, 4, all these weeks you are having completely over here. And all our tasks are listed over here. Okay, if it is done, we'll get it as a tick mark. That is, if the status is going to be completed, we'll have a tick mark over here. So we have the task, then we have what is going to be start date, then we have what is going to be end date of that one. So how many days are left? So all these things are there. So for this particular task, what is the timeline? Okay, so whatever dates we are just trying to have, so that dates will be automatically completely like colored over here on this color. You can see it over here, right? So it is automatically like completely filled. So that's what the Gantt chart will do. So automatically, just by looking at the complete calendar, like these kinds of wherever we are just trying to work, if you see, by this itself, we'll come to know like which task, when it should be completed, and what is the time, and everything we'll be easily able to track with the help of this Gantt chart. So all your tasks, whatever you're just trying to list down, so all these tasks will appear over here, and automatically you'll also get the, so which dates this task needs to be done. So you'll also get this. So this is about the Gantt chart sheet over here. Next, we'll go to the Kanban board. Here you can see first we have what are all the tasks which are completed, then what are all the tasks which are in progress, then on hold, not started. So like this we'll have it. So here you can see like we have the create website task is in progress, right? So you can see here it's in progress and what is the due date and what is going to be the status. So easily we'll be able to see it. So if you want to go and look a particular task, or like you want to categorize based on the categories like completed, in progress, on hold, and not started, so you can just try to use this Kanban board, and then you can just try to see it. How many tasks have been completed, how many are in progress, how many are like on hold, and how many are not started. So this is about the Kanban board. Next is we'll come to the calendar view. So here we have a complete task calendar. So first you can see we have what is going to be today's date, then for which year, then what is the month, then which day the calendar starts. It can be like Monday or Sunday also we can give it. So then we have the categories. So all the categories are included. So like we have all the categories of task categories are included over here, and the priorities are also given, whether like do now, schedule, delegate, and delete. Okay, so these are the different priorities. Okay, so now you can completely see for the month of October what are all the tasks which are due. You'll be easily able to see it over here. So which have been completed, automatically you can also see a tick mark over there. So with the help of these colors, you can easily see they belong to which category. Okay, so you can see all these complete tasks are given for each and every date. Like we'll be easily able to see it for each and every day on this calendar. So this is the complete calendar view of the task. So you can just try to use this task calendar and then like view the complete task on your calendar. So I hope you would have got a brief understanding about how to use this particular task priority tracker. So first you can try to go on, like on the setup sheet, you can just try to go and list down your task. Then we have the Eisenhower matrix. So you can just try to go and list down your task, what is the start date, end date, whether it's going to be important, urgent, you can just try to mention that. Then you also get the Gantt chart, Kanban board and calendar view for whatever task you have completely listed down over here.